all you cool cats and kittens. Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. Basically look like I just woke up because I kind of did. I look a little crazy. Let me just fix my hair up real quick and then we'll start this video. Okay, that makes me presentable. I'm somewhat presentable. I just kind of like brushed my hair out a little bit and put on a headband just to look a little bit more presentable. Anyways, you guys, today is a makeup tutorial. It's a little chit chat, get ready with me. We're all talking about Tiger King. It's still like so popular, especially during this whole COVID-19. Everybody's been watching Carole Baskin and everyone hates Carole Baskin. Even my husband, he's always like, fuck Carole Baskin. I'm like, she didn't even do anything to you. He's like, she killed her husband. You guys comment down below if you think she killed her husband. So we're gonna go ahead and start off with skin prep. I'm just gonna use skin prep. I'm just gonna use this Rose Gold Elixir Gel Cream. This just came out, you guys, and I love this stuff. It's so moisturizing, and you only need a little bit, and it smells so freaking good. Smells amazing. It's like one of my favorites right now. I'm literally obsessed with it. Look at how refreshed my skin looks. Also gonna go in with this Milk Hydro Grip Primer. This is some bomb stuff. This is like cement. It will literally keep your foundation on like crazy. And at first I didn't really like it because I feel like it didn't work too well with certain foundations. But you have to like really let it dry. And you have to put on a good amount of product. I feel like it is required to use a lot of that. I feel like when I use too little of it, it doesn't look as good. Okay, now that we've done skin prep, I'm going to go in and do my brows and just fill in my brows really quick. I'm going to use this Mented Cosmetics brow pencil. Okay, guys, like I asked you earlier, do you guys think Carole Baskin killed her husband? And what gave it away? I think what gave it away was her talking about sardines. And like she knew exactly how to attract a tiger to eat her human husband. Her husband was a batshit crazy man though. Like honestly, I wouldn't be with a guy like that either. He probably provoked her. I feel like everyone just hates her because they're like, oh, you killed your husband. But come on, you guys. I feel like society wants to just blame somebody right now. And they want to blame Carole Baskin because she's just such a target. She's so easy to blame. She's just, she's like this crooked white lady who is basically doing the same illegal stuff and like using volunteers to run her $1 million zoo. And she calls it rescue cats, and she calls everyone that is following her and obsessed with her cool cats and kittens. And that is very cult-like. When you start naming your following cool cats and kittens, it's very cult-like. I'm going to go ahead and use this multi-use concealer from Too Faced next, you guys. And I'm going to, you know the gist. I always like to cancel out my, discoloration in my eye areas. I just like to even it out because it just makes the concealer go on a lot more evenly and more pigmented, and it gives the eyeshadow true color. And then I just like to really stamp this out. Also, you guys, I think Carole Baskin's current husband though, he's crazy. He just seems like his only life goal, I mean, he's a sweetheart at the same time, but he's a little cuckoo because he is just so blinded by her love or like whatever he's obsessed with her on, whatever she is, got him like whooped around her freaking fingers, and he is just out there trying to fight a cause for her. Do you guys think Joe Exotic is innocent? I'm sorry if anyone has not watched Tiger King on Netflix. You totally should. And if I'm trying not to like spoil it for everybody, but at the same time, I wanted to talk about it. Do you guys think Joe Exotic really did all those things? And do you think like he really deserves to do so much jail time? I mean, I think he deserves the jail time because of all the animals that he killed. First of all, why? It's so illegal. It's so unnecessary. But then at the same time, I saw how much love he had for the animals. And I think he started off loving the animals. Okay guys, for eyeshadow palette today, we are using the Jaclyn Hill palette. We can't blame Jaclyn Hill anymore for all the craziness in the beauty community. We'll just blame Carol Baskin. Carol Baskin, it's your fault this eyeshadow palette is patchy as hell. Carol Baskin, it's also your fault that all of my eyeshadow brushes are hella dirty. Like, I didn't get time to like wash these, so I'm just gonna kind of use one of my little towels and brush it off. I think I want to do a purple look today. Who is down for a purple look today? So I'm gonna go in with Tipsy Girl, and I'm gonna put Tipsy Girl on the outer crease, and I'm gonna just blot this out, and I'm gonna focus this Tipsy Girl on the outer corner. These shadows are just not what I'm expecting. And then I'm gonna go into Therapy Sesh, and I'm going to work Therapy Sesh into the corners. Whenever I review my eyeshadow palettes, I do think about all my other eyeshadow palettes, and I compare an eyeshadow palette to my favorites and what's a good eyeshadow palette, what's a bad eyeshadow palette, and that's how I know. So if I have other eyeshadow palettes in my collection that perform better than the eyeshadow palette I'm using right now, and this one is a fairly new one, then I'm gonna say it. I'm not gonna be like, oh yeah, you know, this is really good and you can make it work. But no, it requires a lot of work to make these eyeshadows work. Like, my wrist is gonna start falling off. It just requires too much work, and I don't know why it's not really gripping. And then when you try to blend it out, it just doesn't blend out as nice. So I'm gonna continue to try to add more color and make this a lot nicer. I would not say this eyeshadow palette is beginner friendly. You definitely need to know techniques. Use concealer first. Okay guys, so I got a little excited and I extended it. Oh, she's being a little extra today, right? So now I'm gonna go into this color I'm in it, and oh my god, this is just so pretty. It's like a pastel-y white color. And now I just want to define this line more. Okay. And then let's go into this Tipsy Girl. Now we're going to go on to the outer, and then we're going to define the line. Okay guys, so I'm gonna go ahead and finish up the rest of the other eye, and I'll be right back. Okay guys, so I didn't expect to do this look, but I ended up doing a really cool cut crease. I've never done something like this. This is actually really cool. It looks really nice. I'm here for it. Although I'm still not a fan of these shadows, but we're gonna continue. It looks really nice. I like it. Meanwhile, I have been watching Ozark, and Ozark, it's growing on me. It's actually really good. I think Jonas is my favorite character, and so is Ruth. She's like my favorite character. If you watch Ozark, comment down below and let's talk about it. I'm on season 2, and it just gets crazier and crazier and crazier. And I don't know. If you finished all 3 seasons, let me know down below and we can talk about it. Okay guys, so for foundation today, I'm going to go ahead and use this Fenty Beauty Hydrating Foundation. This is in the shade 300. I have not used this in a while. And I don't know, I'm going to use it with a dry beauty blender. Usually I'll use it with something with a damp beauty blender, but I'm going to use it with the dry because I feel like it's hydrating. And I actually really like this foundation. It's very medium coverage, but for the medium coverage, it actually covers up stuff. Like, you see I had some dark spots right there and it really covered it up. A little definitely does not go a long way. You need quite a bit. Fenty Beauty foundation, the hydrating one, does take a while to dry. So I'm gonna let this dry a little bit, and then I'm gonna go in with concealer and my setting powder and all of the good stuff that I do for my face look bait. For my concealer today, I'm going to go in with this Stay Naked Correcting Concealer. I love this concealer, you guys. I especially love how the brush is, the little stick is. So good, and it just glides on. It feels really comfortable. That's what I love about it. Just glide that on. And this is a really good color. This is 50WY. It's not too bright and it's not too dark. And press all this out. I'm going to use my beauty sponge just to be super careful. Look at how nice and seamless that is. And it's like it covers my bags too, and it just blends really nice. And it's not going to get cakey at all. It just goes on really smooth. And I don't really have any problems with it. I love it. It does so good. Little Makeup Monday moment today. Comment down below if you guys are liking these Makeup Monday chit chat get ready with me's. I get a lot of requests for tutorials from like everybody. You guys are always like, do more tutorials, do more tutorials. And I'm like, okay. So every time I put on my makeup and I decide to get a little creative, I am going to create a tutorial for you guys. And I want it to be a little bit more fun and just talk about stuff. So we talked about Tiger King on Netflix, and we also talked about Ozark. What else are you guys watching? I have been watching Ozark. I have been watching a lot of Bollywood stuff like Kabhi Khushi Kabhie Gham, Kal Ho Na Ho. I don't know if you guys know, if you're new to my channel, I'm actually Bangladeshi and I love Bollywood content. So I watch a lot of Bollywood content. And Disney, oh my gosh. Who has watched Onward? Onward was really, really good. And Frozen 2. Frozen 2 was really nice. There is some significance to those. Another thing that I've been watching on Netflix that has been so amazing is Pets 2. Oh my gosh. Pets 2 is hilarious. I know those are like family movies, but right now with everything that's going on with COVID, that is just like what I need. I need family-oriented stuff because like you're so far away from your families right now, and especially if you live on your own, and me and Aaron, we have our own, household. Having like a family vibe in the house and watching like happy, fun stuff is just what you need right now. Okay, so today to set my foundation, I'm actually gonna go in to this MAC. I notice if I use a translucent powder on top of the Fenty Hydrating Foundation, it tends to get a little cakey and a little gunky. So I'd rather just use a very nice, subtle mineral base makeup on top, and it just gives a nice, flawless set. I do find that I need to set my hydrating foundation by Fenty. I have to set it, or else the bronzer and everything else just goes on really cakey. Okay, so usually I'll go in with my Hoola bronzer, but today I want to go in, I just want to do bronzer. When I use my Hoola bronzer from Benefit Cosmetics, I tend to use that to do more of a contour, give myself more a chisel. But since this eye is so angular, I don't want to do like too much contour. I just want to have really nice bronzy skin and just maybe a really good pop of blush and maybe even no highlighter. I don't know yet. Let's see where this look goes. So I'm just going to put this on as a bronzer. So I'm going to go in with circular motion. Usually I'll like dab it on, but today I want to just, circular it on. And I just want to use bronzer. So I'm going to go really high into my cheekbones. If you look at my face right now, my bronzer looks a little patchy, and that's because I'm going to cut my bronzer a little bit, just shape my face. It's because I'm going to go in with that medium gold mineralized powder again. And I'm just going to use like a foundation brush like this. And I'm going to basically clean up all this bronzer. You see how much better it looks? It looks like my face is already shaped on this side. And then I'm going to go over here. Okay guys, now we're going to go into some peach. With some blush. I'm going to use my Laura Mercier Strawberry Blush. As you guys know, I have been super obsessed with this blush. It's just so pretty, and I think it just goes so good with this look today. When my face gets too extreme, I like to go in with the stippling brush, and then I really love to just blend everything out because this just calms everything down, blends everything out, and makes everything look really nice. When I do very dramatic eye looks, I like to keep my face pretty subtle and more of a blended look, not so much of a chiseled look. I hope that makes sense to you guys, but more of a blended look. You know what I mean? I don't do contour. I'm not going to contour my nose or anything like that. I will highlight though. So I'm going to go ahead and use this Amrezi highlighter It is not available, and I'm going to stop using it because it's just not fair. And I'm going to take this and I'm going to highlight my inner corners. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and line my lips now. I'm going to use this Rimmel Tiramisu lip liner. I really, really love Rimmel lip liners. They're so good and they're super affordable. I'm going to go in with this Fenty Beauty Gloss Bomb. This is the Fenty Glow. This is the tiny one. I wasn't sure if I was going to like this, so I went ahead and bought the tiny one. It smells so good. Okay, so I'm going to go in with these Lily lashes, you guys. If you watch my videos, you know Lily lashes are my favorite lashes, so that's what we're going to do. Okay, guys, so this is the finished look. It's a very graphic makeup look. If you guys like this look, don't forget to like my video, turn on the notifications, and subscribe to my channel. And I will see you guys on the next Makeup Monday. Bye!